yeah, I just decided to do a short video regarding change. Over the last few years, in fact, looking at it, it's nearly 2 decades, nearly 20 years, I've continually been changing the direction of my life, and this has involved learning a lot. Give me a scuff. Learning a lot of new things, and moving from where I was on the Isle of Sheppey, reasonably impressed with myself most of the time. Nice steady life possible, but there was always this feeling of discontent, this feeling that I needed to do a bit more and see a bit more and go different places, and a 2-week holiday was never going to be enough. So I decided that I was going to go off and do something different, and that's what I've been attempting to do for, like I say, the last 20 years. 20 years, not quite 20 years, about 1991 I moved. And I went off and I travelled and tried to get a better understanding of the world, and then I went back into education, and then I went to college/university for a couple of years, and then I've come back and I've gone back into the workplace, and I've done some things, and my latest little escapade has been to learn to be a trucker, or a lorry driver as we say here in Britain. I've gone and done my class 2 LGV, which means that I can drive a truck, not an articulated lorry or an articulated truck. And while I was doing it, I had to study a bit. I had to learn all our highway code again, and I had to learn to drive again, and all the things. I've been driving for about 36 years, and I've acquired a lot of bad habits, masses of bad habits, and I've never been a particularly careful driver. So anyway, I had to change what I was doing in order to pass the test, and concentrate and prepare for the test, because I thought it was going to be hard. And I did exactly that. I dedicated myself to it so that I could get through the test, and I passed. And that just made me realise what a change has come to me over the years, and how mental attitude makes all the difference in the world. Somehow, when I left school, I felt that you had to know how to do stuff, that you just got up in the morning and you just did your best. You didn't prepare. You didn't, you didn't do anything to get ready for tests or to learn. It just come along naturally, automatically. You didn't have to put in any special effort, and that looks crazy to me now, but it didn't. For the first sort of 15 years after leaving school, that's how I lived my life. Literally, getting up in the morning and thinking, what have I got to do today? And over the last 20 years, although I've done some things, my attitude had remained the same. It's, just work hard. It'll all work out. And I heard a saying a long time ago, which is, "Don't work harder, work smarter." It never happened. As hard as I tried, I was so disorganised in my thinking and my actions that nothing seemed to improve, and I fell on my arse a few years ago, and that forced me to have to relook at things and relearn. And in the process of relearning, um, I've found a few things that I hadn't noticed before. And I think if you work for someone else, you don't have to think too deeply. You know, as long as you can get into work and you turn up on time and you do what's in front of you to do, you can live a long time without really thinking too deeply at all. You know, you're fed the correct thoughts. You know, you watch a lot of television. You're shown what to think and how to think and when to think and what's right and what's wrong. It just keeps coming at you. You know, it's like a non-stop sermon. You know, a non-stop religious sermon, but it's all dressed up. It's all dressed up in fancy colours and smart words. But it is what it is. You look at it. You know, there's a moral lesson in nearly everything you see on television. Anyway, I've done away with my television. I'm now exclusively a YouTube man. And occasionally I think about going on to other formats, but you're left with the whole world of thought coming at you, and that's why I get excited. I mean, I've probably missed the boat. I'm probably too old now. I don't know, but we've got this world of new ideas coming at us. You know, and nearly the whole world has got all these ideas coming at them, and I can see class being destroyed, even money being destroyed, because you can have a community online that replaces the approbation you would have got through being a big man in a little town. You know, we really are literally building our own communities of like-minded people, and we are talking to each other, not quite worldwide yet. I'm not talking to many Filipinos. I'm not talking to many people from Africa or China. But that's starting to happen. That's starting to edge into my world. English language is obviously my thing, and I'm gonna continue with this change as much as I can over the next however long. And I'm going to use this medium of video to keep a record of it, a living record of the things I discover, what difference it makes. Now this might not be the most exciting video blog in the world, and based on my current viewership, it won't be. But I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I don't even know how to put this across in a video. But this is a fantastic time. This is a fantastic time. I'm so lucky to come in and see this. It's still up in the air what we're going to do with it, and obviously governments are against it, but we have got online universities 24/7. We've got access to information that has taken thousands of years to accumulate, and if we want to, we can access it. And we can tell other people what we've found, and they can tell us what they found, and they can tell us where we've misunderstood. I don't know where this is going to end. Anyway, I know where this video is going to end. It's going to end in about 7 seconds time. So I spoke for 10 minutes. Wow.